Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hamburger Guy Plays. Well, tonight we're going to be playing as some Asphalt Legends. So all I can say is strap in, and I'm gonna take you to a wild ride in this. Well, yeah, strap in, and we're gonna have a wild ride through this season finale of Heatwave Afterburn. It's been a while since I've heard the Heatwave name, like almost maybe 4 years ago, I think, maybe. Anyway, whatever. As usual, there's a timer on the screen that is going to be my uh, waiting room timer, I guess. Oh, hello, Malaki954. Thank you for joining in. I'm actually currently doing some modification on my room right now, which I will get to you guys in a bit. I will get to that in a bit, but let me just do my announcements on my usual social media platforms. All right, first set this to 360p. Okay, first up, Twitter. In then on my Discord channels at least. Okay, where else? All right. So technically, I'm already done posting my stuff on my social media platforms, so we're gonna have to get right into it. All right. Hello, everyone. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode. I don't use YouTube very much on the streaming aspect. Well, that's completely okay. But unfortunately, Twitch has basically uh, screwed me over very, very hard recently, which is the reason why I basically left Twitch. And unfortunately, Twitch doesn't really take kindly to smaller streamers who have less than 1,000 followers or something like that. The TLDR is that Twitch isn't exactly very profitable right now. realistically speaking. And as I learned the very hard way, Twitch is not a very good place to actually gather following. So that's basically the reason why I moved back to YouTube. Actually, in the very first place, the reason why I even started Twitch is simply because I want to post clips on YouTube. Twitch is not my end game, realistically speaking. However, the massive reason why I jumped back to Twitch is because it's so difficult to reach people. That's the main thing. That's the number one thing. That's the number one reason why I went back to YouTube. I went to YouTube to stream. It's so difficult to reach people on Twitch. Like, people keep telling me I should get Twitter. All right, I got Twitter. How many followers do I have right now on Twitter? Sub 70. Because recently I discovered, before jumping to Twitter, jumping to YouTube, among my regular audience, nobody uses Twitter. But everyone uses YouTube, so I just went back to YouTube. All right. I rarely watch on it, and I don't get to watch your streams. Yeah, understandable. And of course, streams expire on Twitch. They kind of basically, even after 2 years, I still didn't understand Twitch. So I kind of gave up. So, because people on Twitch regularly tune into my streams because I'm very consistent on my schedule. I'm trying to be really consistent on my schedule on Twitch. But for the case of YouTube, I don't have to be very consistent, because the reason why is because people don't know when am I going to stream, or at least they kind of have an idea when I'm going to stream, even if I do announce it on my channels. The unfortunate reality is Twitch doesn't have a way to actually get you to, make your posts on other platforms visible, because they don't really think they kind of want to be the only platform that exists. But then again, they want to siphon your following from other platforms. I don't want to have to open other accounts on other platforms just for me to be able to get a following on Twitch. That's the thing. It doesn't work. It doesn't work if you have no following, or it doesn't work if you have no community whatsoever. So until now, I still only have 200 followers on Twitch, and that's the time that I left. I told the last follower to actually move to YouTube, because I'm not gonna be streaming on Twitch anymore. You need to do a first time playthrough on Undertale. Well, at the moment, there's only a few games that I'm currently playing. If there's another game that I'm interested, I'm gonna be doing that. But at the moment, I'm currently ramping up my. At bare minimum, I'm trying to be consistent. So all I can say is, I should get to it. All right, welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight is gonna be a very weird stream, because unfortunately, literally half of my day is gone because I accidentally slept for 6 hours in the afternoon. But here's something very interesting. Let me turn on the lights for a bit. I would like to introduce to you a few things that I've recently did on my room. It's probably here somewhere. Probably here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? I brought it upstairs, but I didn't bring it. Or rather, I brought it upstairs, but I don't know where it is right now. Oh well, you know what? Whatever. Some of you may have noticed, what am I gonna do for 500 subs? Realistically speaking, I'm gonna be doing a weird. Let's just say that I'm gonna be doing a very weird yapping video about how I count my repetitions. Probably that's what I'm planning to do. That's most likely it. So here's something weird. You guys may have noticed this thing. You guys notice those hexagonal things, right? So those are sound treatment. I'm pretty much I watched a recent episode of Scrapyard Wars, and I noticed that their sound treatment in the room is actually not that, I wouldn't say it's not that heavy. But then again, the fact that it actually reduces quite a lot of the ambient echo is actually gigantic. It's game changing. So because of that, I decided to buy maybe a longer live stream. Well, I wish. So I decided to buy these acoustic sound panels. Now, actually, technically speaking, I do have acoustic sound paneling in my room, or rather in my previous room, but I actually noticed that I have not. They're a massive pain to actually mount because they don't have any adhesive backing. So because of that, you're in the new. Technically speaking, yes, I was in a new room. I moved. I'm technically in the same subdivision. I'm technically in the same gated community, but we just moved to a new. We just moved to a new house. Well, I wouldn't exactly say a new house because it's technically an old house. So this one, in my old, slightly smaller room, uh, I had some I had some sound treatment, but the sound treatment was only for my door because that was like the most volatile part of my room. Now this one is a much bigger room, at least double the size, and now NVIDIA, uh, my graphics card is actually the one suppressing the noise on my microphone, but I'm pretty sure you guys cannot hear any echo right now. Okay, you guys technically cannot hear it because my are you making the private server? I'm not sure. So no, technically speaking, okay. Shadowplay was unable to suppress the first clap. You know what? Better yet. This is what my room sound. This is what my room actually sounds like. Yeah, this is what my room actually sounds like. So this is no audio filter whatsoever. All right. Wait, pretty far away. Okay, that's pretty loud. Okay. However, if I can, then immediately you guys can remove the noise. You can definitely remove. I can immediately remove the noise, no problem. And then I can take it a step further and then remove the echo. Hello, mic test, mic test. All right. So this one removes the echo drastically, but the issue is that trying to run my game and at the same time, suppressing the noise is going to take a toll on my GPU. So you know what? I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do noise suppression only. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing noise. I'm gonna be doing noise suppression only, and then I'm gonna buy $10 extra just to remove this the echo. That's literally it. So for $10, I bought a total of 12. Wait, for $10, I brought quite a number of sound paneling. So you guys definitely see that there's two on this side and then two on this other side. And then what I'm gonna do is that there's this door over here that is kind of unused. I'm gonna put one there. Then finally, the biggest culprit is this corner wall, which I'm gonna put a 3-pack or something. The point being, of course, this is the aesthetic part. Only 10. This side is definitely the aesthetic part. So that's the reason why I decided to buy some aesthetically okay sound panel instead of the usual square ones. I mean, the square ones are like the ones that you normally see. The interesting thing here is that even if I remove the adhesive backing here, this is actually pretty easy to mount with just regular tape, which is pretty interesting. So this one already comes with an adhesive backing. Oh, you wish you could donate? Well, okay. I'm not asking for a donation, but then again, if you're interested, there's this one over here. only if you're interested and only if you're financially capable. Okay. I'm not demanding anything, but if you're interested, But right now, my immediate, yeah. So my immediate concern right now is my phone. My phone fell in my toilet recently, and I have to pay up $90 to the repair guy. Yeah. All right. So that's all. That's all. That's all the right thing I'm gonna have to do. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to get back to some. We're gonna have to get back to some. If you want to do, I'm broke. Well, that's okay. As I mentioned, if you're, here's the problem. The toilet was filled with piss. So other than the screen's cable, there was a bunch of other things that broke inside of the phone and had to be replaced, which is the reason why for a $120 phone, I had to pay up $90. Now, if this was a 5-year-old phone, I would definitely consider buying a whole new phone. But this phone at the moment has only lasted for slightly more than a year. So, or it's already well past the warranty, but not old enough that it would warrant a new phone. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna eat it. No problem. So basically, yeah, the repair cost basically ate quite some of my budget. So if you're financially okay with it and you're okay with donating, please do so. But if you're not, that's okay. All right, that's completely fine. I'm not that desperate. Like, I was straight up able to pay for it myself. But then again, that ate up quite a lot of my budget. So, what is the private code? I have to manually start the lobby first before I get to that. But anyway, hold on a minute. Okay. All right. So let's start with some daily events. I'm gonna do the private. I'm gonna be doing the private lobby afterwards. Sorry about that. All right. There's some new events here. Got the SE63, Viva Mexico, Car Hunt Riot, Elite Class B. Okay. All right. So let's get to it. Before we begin, I'm gonna do my usual. Okay. For any of the new viewers, yeah. Okay. I will get to. Yeah. Gamer TV, I will get to you in a bit. All right. Let's do this Mexico one first. Rolling. Citroen. Oh my God. I hope I don't get copy struck with that one, because I know I got copy struck with the another video. I think. Oh well, anyway. This car was previously a Drive Syndicate car. And this thing... Hang it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Caribbean is actually a pretty drift, track, or rather a pretty twisted track. What do you think about it? It's like, at first you're gonna think that it's a pretty open track, but then again, it has quite a lot of twists. It does have quite a lot of turns that make you want to reach with if you have a very fast car. Like, that's generally the thing. Wait. Like that's generally the thing here in this game. It's balanced. If you have a pretty fast car, it's kind of difficult to turn, or it might be easy to turn and handle corners, but then you're gonna have a hard time gaining speed against faster cars. So yeah, makes sense. Top 30%. Okay, that's great. I would like to clarify that the Citroen GT right now is currently, what is this? It's currently rank locked at the moment. So even if you don't own it, and even if you don't have it at this rank, everybody's technically using the same car because it's tuned to the right rank or to the required rank. So this event is car regulated. Now I'm not gonna say that I'm pretty good. Like, I know I'm pretty high up on the multiplayer leaderboard most of the time, and I'm also pretty high up on the Gauntlet leaderboard as well. Well, every series. But compared to the YouTubers out there who are like posting stuff, who basically lives and breathes Asphalt every single day, I'm definitely not as good as them. That's for sure. Now I will say that again, I'm probably attributing this to, you know, my familiarity with the genre of racing, whether arcade and simulator. Basically speaking, I'm a racing fan, that's for sure. But then again, I'm also attributing this to being one of the earliest. My God, why can't I get that one? I'm one of the people who actually participated in the soft launch of this game. So February of 2018. So there's that. Nitro Bottles 3 and Knockdowns 2. You know what? I'm gonna do that later. Alright, so what else? What others do I have here? So, when the race, DSE10's performance. I still have not golden the Ferrari yet, but if I do, I'm probably gonna destroy a lot of people. I'm probably gonna destroy a lot of people in multiplayer with the Enzo. GR Super Sport, it was featured once and then never again. Doi. SC18, of course, the special hunt that was featured early in the previous season. The Concept S Unleashed. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the Concept S. So the Concept S Unleashed is here. There were so many people who are complaining that there's so many cars here that are just not obtainable. I do technically own all of them, but the biggest WTF that I'm wondering is like, wait a minute, you guys don't own the Terzo? You can buy it via trade coins in level 17. But then again, I realized that the vast majority of people are usually around level 15 and level 16. and many people don't really consider spending trade coins for blueprints. So I guess that's one factor, I guess. Okay. I forgot where I found the Veyron. That's for sure. The Concept S, I was able to unlock this via multiplayer packs from the first ever split from Unite. 1789, I got this from New Breed. I was able to unlock this at 2 stars back in New Breed Rivals. So is it this one? No. It's this one. Finish the race. Oh, I can actually do the 4-star one. All right. Okay, Norway. Weirdly enough, this is one of those, at least in my current stars, I think this is one of those cars that are like, what is this? This is one of those cars that for some strange reason, it ends at, its top speed is currently at 385. My guess is that this one goes up to 390 plus, I think. So technically speaking, this is part of the 385 club. Like, strangely enough, there's actually quite a number of cars that hit the 385 kilometer range. And I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I do not advocate, just so you know, I do not advocate for drunk driving in any way. I would rather be conscious. Considering that I have a history of problematic social interactions. Yeah, I do not advocate I do not advocate drunk driving whatsoever. Okay. Car Hunt Riot. Enzo Ferrari. It's kind of weird that the Chevrolet Camaro. Yeah, it's kind of weird that the Camaro is actually here. I mean, can't you guys give the ticket for the Ferrari? Oh well, whatever. Alright. The Enzo Ferrari is actually pretty interesting. I would say, at least in my experience, I would say that this car in this game is like an Apollo N. If its agility didn't suck. Like, it can go at the speed of 378 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fast compared to the Apollo's 385. But then again, I would say that it has more reasonable agility overall. Like, it has an easier time gaining speed and maintaining said speed. The Apollo N has a hard time trying to gain speed, to be honest. Come on. Come on. Dang, I missed it. Okay. Interesting. So I think that's my fastest time yet. I think. Okay. So that's my fastest time yet, but unfortunately not fast enough to meet. Not fast enough to be in the top 5%, so big yikes. Oh well. Not much I can do there. Alright. Oh, we didn't have the yes go. Okay. Alright, so new car unlock, by the way, quick note. I do have a new car unlock for this week. It is the DS Ultimo. It is the DS E-Tense Performance. What is weird about this car? I participated in the Grand Prix, and I was able to win the key. But not the way that I was expected. The reason is because, if you guys can check my my YouTube posts, I was technically able... I placed 3rd in Tier 2, which means that I'm not guaranteed to get the key. But I opened the Grand Prix key pack, and I was able to get this car's key in that key pack. Which, realistically speaking, is not something that I was expecting. Alright. So, you want a private lobby? Let's do it, I guess. Which button is it? Is it this one? No. Okay, this one? No. You know what, since I did the CNFKP showroom. Alright then, let's do the private lobby. Alright. Let's start with something kind of reasonable. Let's go with San Diego. Jump Point Delta. So, the room ID is there. And for this one, I would like to... For this one, you know what? I actually want to test out my Camaro tune. Collisions and takedowns. No takedowns, but 20 seconds goes. Alright. Car, I'm just gonna use my Evo-tuned Camaro. Alright. So for those who are interested in racing me in San Diego, quick note, okay, wait, hold on. E8 XAY5. There. Okay. All right. Jump Point Delta. I'm actually interested in how this car performs, actually. Here's something very weird about the Evo tuning. It's actually possible. It is actually possible to get 2246 rank every single time, regardless of which. It is possible to get 2246 rank every single time, regardless of which weight class your car is in. It just so happened that, of course, if you decide to go with a lower weight class, of course, just you will get a more agile car, but you will get more performance overall. Rather, you're gonna lose a little bit of performance, a bit of top speed acceleration and nitro performance, but then you're gonna gain handling. Now the Camaro is actually a muscle car, so in this game, that's not always the case. But you do have to consider as well that this one, what is it? The Camaro has pretty craptastic handling already on its own. So many people actually recommended don't make the car's handling worse. Try to not make the car's handling worse because it's already bad as it is. The heck? Hello, Los Angeles River. Really? All right. Well, I'm gonna wait for you, Gek. 25th anniversary. Yeah, I think so. Oh, Reverse Reality, thank you for joining in. Wow, right. I mean, from the rank, I can probably tell that they recently got it or something. All right, cringy tea. I would like to know in the chat. Please raise your hand up. Who is cringy teen? If you have an Evo tuned Camaro, that would be nice. Otherwise, any car lower than 2500 rank is a good. Any D-class car that's lower than 2500 rank is good. All right. Oh, Reverse Reality is cringy teen. All right, interesting. I'm not going to question. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more race, I guess. I'm not sure what. It would be nice if they can. It would be nice if they can indicate what weight class the car is in currently. I have all light parts except engine. Yeah. If you happen to be at the very edge. If you happen to be at the very edge of your weight class, like just a little more and then you get promoted to another weight class. If you happen to be at the very edge of the weight class, that is actually the highest rank that you can obtain. Yeah, that's actually the highest rank that you can obtain for that car. For any weight class. Yeah, for any weight class. So for any weight class, all of the parts, for any weight class, it is possible to reach 2246 rank. So if you're using a lightweight Camaro, that means you're optimized for cornering, for agility. I'm gonna have to assume that. In my case, I'm just neutral. And interesting enough, it's actually pretty easy to stay in neutral if you have all the parts. And throughout the season, it's pretty easy to actually obtain all the parts. Come on. Here's an interesting tidbit for Unbreakable multiplayer. So for Unbreakable multiplayer, everybody cannot be KO'd. But here's something interesting. For approximately 2 seconds, I think. Oh, okay, there you go. Lightweight. For approximately 2 seconds. Interesting. All right. Featherlight is the answer for this car. Yeah. You know what? I want to try something. I'm gonna wait for Gamer TV to finish. My car goes at 301 kilometers per hour. All right. One heavy engine. Actually, here's an interesting tidbit. For every category of Evo part, there's always a light, medium, heavy. Now, there's a total of 4 categories of parts, which determines its weight. However, for every category, there's only 3. So there's no overload engine for the Camaro, and I think it's kind of consistent with all the others. But notice here, so yellow means neutral, right? Yellow means neutral, and then red means overload. For the gearbox, notice there's none, or the stock. There's lightweight, and there's no neutral. It's just heavy. So this is the reason why I keep saying this. It's just light, mid, heavy. That's it. Same with nitro. There's light, there's neutral, and then there's overload. There's no heavy. Nitrogen is also the same. There's light, there's neutral, and then there's overload. There's no heavy. So sometimes heavy is missing, sometimes neutral is missing. Or of course, sometimes overload is missing. There's only 3 category of parts. And something interesting as well, between the same category of weights, it is exactly the same weight. The only exception here is the weight reduction packs. So if you have the lightweight reduction pack or the heavyweight reduction pack, depending on how much reduction you want. Alright. The lightweight, so basically it determines how heavy your car is. And if the heavier your car's handling is going to suffer big time because it's going to be more difficult to turn. Here's some context. Bugatti is known to have really, really heavy cars. I mean, considering that this car can go 1,000, has 1,000 horsepower and can go 400 kilometers per hour, you kind of can expect that, right? So yeah. So neutral. You know what? Let's try to go for... Right. You know what? Let's... Evo Tuning Camaro. Where is my... Okay. I'm going to look at my spreadsheet for a bit. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this in my... Alright. So let's say... What is 135? No. I want a high gearbox. I want a fast gearbox. There's only one option. It's 120. What is 120? 120 is mid. Middleweight. Oh, darn. I only have... You gotta be kidding me. That's my only option for lightweight, really? Okay, so lightweight, so middle gearbox, lightweight engine, lightweight nitro. I can go with stock nitro gain, but then again, that's kind of negative. And then finally, lightweight. Okay, fine. All right. So, light engine, mid gearbox, light nitro. I'm just gonna go with normal. I'll just go with light. I mean, I can just go stock, but then again, I'll just go light. If I go with mid-jump aero pack, it's gonna put me in neutral. If I put it, it's gonna, all of this is gonna put me in neutral. Oh wait, lightweight reduction actually increases my top speed a bit. Okay. All right, so that's my, so I guess that's my car archetype, lightweight. All right. So middleweight drivetrain or mid drivetrain. All right. And guess what? I'm still at 2246. Interesting. Okay. Weird. All right. Let's choose a different track. This is a bad idea. You know, let's go drift mode. All right. I need to put away my spreadsheet. So yes, I spent an entire hour. Oh darn, 1340. All right. I spent an entire hour, give or take, in order for me to actually get that insane number crunching session. So as I mentioned before, if you're at the very edge, if you're at the very edge of the weight class, that is the highest rank that you can get for that car. I mean, understandably, the 4i is a pretty fast car, so okay. Some people keep saying that what is this? Some people keep saying that Paris is a top speed track. No, it isn't. Yeah, so some people keep saying that Paris is a top speed track. I think not. In my opinion, Paris is a drift track. So what's my distinction? Oh, WRD. Hello, thank you for joining in. All right. At least in my opinion, there are three types of tracks in. There are three types of locations in asphalt. There's three. One is top speed. Two is cornering. Evo tuning allows you to compete with the DSE10s, and it was not possible before. Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. Here's the thing. I saw in some lobbies before, I saw somebody with an Evo tuned Ferrari Enzo. It was like 4491. That's like Platinum 2, Platinum 3. Holy fudge cake. Yeah. Alright, for now we're gonna have one more race. But I'm gonna change out my car for now. What car? So 2246 basically lands the Camaro somewhere in between the i8 Roadster and the SR1. But then again, we know how the SR1 performs, so geck. Okay. So we're gonna go slightly worse. This is the slowest car in the game. Gamer TV, if you can't catch up to this car, I'm not really sure anymore. So I'm basically throwing you a bone. So yeah, I'm basically throwing you a bone. That's right, this is the slowest car in the game. Well, depending on how you see it, this car could be the second, or this car is the slowest. But if you're gonna ask all the cars to put their best foot forward, this car is the slowest car in the game. The Nissan Leaf is actually the slowest natural top speed car, straight up, but it has the strongest perfect nitro in the game. At a whopping 20 kilometers per hour. Yeah, at a whopping 20 kilometers per hour. So yeah, at a whopping 20 kilometers per hour, or actually 22 kilometers per hour, the Nissan Leaf actually has the strongest perfect nitro that you've seen in the game. Meanwhile, this one is only 16 kilometers per hour. So, and its top speed lands at 274 kilometers per hour in total. So because of that, the KTM Crossbow is actually the slowest car in the game. Well, in total. Alright. Alright then, Mazen. Okay, you know what? You know, I was talking about an overranked, an Evo tuned Ferrari, and then now it suddenly shows up. What the heck? I don't know. So I don't have a gold Enzo Ferrari. So I don't have a gold Enzo Ferrari right now, but I want to see how this performs. So, you know what? Alright, one more race. But this time... Alright, just for one more race. This time Class B. Alright. It's kind of alright for its rank, but it's not overranked. What is my best car for this one? Ah. Oh, Shockwave Apollo. Alright. My best car isn't even maxed. You know what? I want to upload a video of that, of an awesome Apollo, I want to upload a video of the Apollo, of the Apollo Intenza in an on-the-run race. That was pretty awesome. But I'm gonna have to put a twist on that video. That was your best car. You know what? Whatever, that's okay. Carrier break. Hello, Imposter Apollo Evo. Kind of. Fail. I do not know what I was expecting, but okay. Of course. So those two jumps on the carrier, absolutely not possible. I do not know what is the top speed of the engine of a Evo tuned Ferrari, so yeah. Pretty sure you can get the Ferrari to 400 kilometers per hour, which is nuts. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I know, that's pretty nuts. Because at a rank of 4400, that is like similar to many 6-star cars. This is like giving the this is like the equivalent of giving the Enzo Ferrari like an extra star. With the exception that you don't have to spend for Class B, how much is it? You don't have to spend another 4 million credits, like realistically speaking. All right. So for now, we're gonna have to pause the private lobbies for now. And I think I forgot to. I'm gonna do one race on MP2 Turbo Squad. Okay. What's my button for private lobby? It's the 9. Right. This is my Evo tuned Chiron, which unfortunately does not have a. This is my Evo tuned Chiron, which unfortunately does not have a engine mod. Yeah. This is wild. Lightweight engine is negative 100 kilograms. Apex engine, or the middle engine, is plus 20 kilograms. And then the overload is like 240. Okay. You're gonna say you're too trash. Don't worry. Judging from your best car there, don't worry. The car is just your limitation. It's not you. This is like the equivalent of taking a test, but you have. This is like the equivalent of taking a test. Wait. This is equivalent of taking a test, but your armchair doesn't even have a proper table. I've encountered that before. Don't worry. So yeah. I'm not trashing on your skills if you do have any. Of course, I can't really see that because you don't have any cars that's like fast enough to catch up to the other people here. So it's understandable. So I don't have any engine mods here. However, even if I don't have any engine mods, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. Like, here's the thing. For this game, your car selection is pretty, yeah. In this game, car selection is actually pretty important. Because here's the question. people sometimes would say, well, only skills matter or something like that. I have quite a lot of people who have told me that a lot. All right then, if only skills matter, sure. Bring an Evo to a Legend League race. Let's see you try to win. Right? And then immediately they're gonna start making excuses to, well, that's not exactly a fair comparison. But you said only skills matter. Right? So I'm just taking your words for it. It's pretty often. You need to get the cars to a reasonable level for competition before it reaches to a point where only skills matter. So if everybody's using the same car, then that's the time when only skills matter. Well, but even then, that's not also true as well, because sometimes, some people's skills are not compatible for the what is this? Some people's skills are not compatible with the environment that they're in. Sometimes it's like that. Like I've seen it before. Like this. Like I watched a video involving a story involving the Mazda 787B, the Mazda 4i's dad. It's like there are three factors: the driver, the track, and the rules. The driver, obviously, his skills and his capacity. The track, that's also another factor, right? Because sometimes you cannot put. Some people are really good at cornering. Some people are really good at like managing high speeds, something like that. And then some people are just really good at time attack. Or maybe the track isn't really exactly good for time attack. And then the rules. What car can you use? Or what car is legal to use? Something like that. And in this game, yes, cars is a major limitation. So it's not always about skill, because here's the thing. I think there's that video where there are games that are created to milk money out of people. You can't exactly make it skill based, because a guy who spent $50 on upgrading a car gets beat by somebody who just plays for free for like a year. That guy's gonna immediately think that they're stupid. That's one factor. All right. So this car, even if I don't have any like incredibly high, like really heavy parts here, here's something you guys may have noticed something interesting. Long shot shockwave increases the duration of my shockwave. Where is it? Wait. Look at this. 1.89 seconds. 2.05 seconds. I get an extra 0.15. I get an extra 0.16 seconds. But realistically speaking, that's actually pretty good. Chiron is really good even without Evo tuning. Yes, that's correct. I mean, if you're only going to consider garage level 20, this car is the king of the game. But now with Evo tuning, it is still the king of the game. Like catching up to insane cars. Like for example, I think they said the Imperium is the king of the game, right? But then immediately next update, Chiron is like, it's all right. Time to, I need to have my crown back. So what else do I have? So I got the long shot shockwave. That's pretty good, even if it's like 0.15 a second. And then, oh god, drift nitro intake. Is there a flywheel mod? Is there a flywheel mod? Oh, there's flywheels. Okay. Nitro intake. There's one for hey. Oh, so this is how it goes. Nitro gain is only 20. Basic nitro gain is 20, but drift nitro intake is plus 10. And if you have the stronger version, is actually this one, nitro intake, which does drift and perfect run. This is actually stronger. But then again, if you don't have access to that, there's always Drift Nitro intake. But actually, when you think about it, Drift Nitro intake is actually lighter, which is pretty interesting. Is Shelby Super Snick is a good car? I'm actually not sure about that. From my experience, it's pretty good on its own. But then again, I only have the car 3 stars, so I can't really say. Oh, I'm actually maxing. I'm basically speed maxing my Chiron here. You know what? Let's do it. If you put... whoa, Nevada, okay. This is gonna be good. Drift to win. Drift to win. Dang it. Stupid Koenigsegg. Dang it. I missed that jump. Oh well. You're mine, Imperium. I think among the King cars, I think the Imperium is actually more of a agility focused King car. With the exception, of course, but then again, the Venom exists, so okay. The Drift Nitro intake. I'll be honest, even as a lightweight part, that was pretty OP when you think about it. Like, all I have to do is just spam drifting like a little bit and then it's already full. Oh my god. Its measurement is, I think, 30 per second. You gain 30 per second. But wait, is that 30% per second? I think so. Oh wait. San Diego. Okay. Is this Harbor Run? Max jump aero pack. I think I got into a private lobby in another stream. They have a max Venom, which is clearly faster than this car. And for some reason, I was still able to outrun him. So I commented in chat, am I too OP? Should I dial it down? It's like, I think this is unfair. Is the stream sniper still stream? Hey, just so you know, that was a joke. He just so happened to be in my chat, and at the same time he's like, I keep pairing up with him in multiplayer. Alright. So, wait, hold on. So, I've already overstayed my Antilag, hello, thank you for joining in. I was just gonna start my stretch break, so okay. So I'm strangely enough, I'm actually wearing something weird right now. Hold on. Let me turn off the okay. Excuse me. I'm actually I'm wearing something strange. I'm not wearing my usual green or gray. I'm wearing something gray. And the reason is, dang it. The reason is because I'm wearing white today. But then again, the real reason is because I was able to buy some of this. So for those who are not familiar, uh this is an acoustic foam panel, pack of 12, I think, for $10, give or take. It's around $10. Just so you know, this was already on the way before my phone got dumped in the water. Or rather, sorry, no, wrong. Before my phone got dumped in the toilet. So you guys may have noticed that I have a gank donation over here. Help me fix phone. Yeah. So my phone got dumped in the water and it's full of piss. And unfortunately, the piss-filled water unfortunately got to my phone and actually broke parts of my phone. And I wasn't able to turn off this. I was unable to turn off my phone fast enough to actually save the damage, and I had to pay up approximately $90 to actually get that fixed. Now my mom kept telling me that I should consider buying a new phone instead, considering that that's very close to buying a new phone. But here's the problem. If this was a 5-year-old phone, I would consider that. This is only a 1-year-old phone. It's still a perfectly working phone, well, except for the parts that broke. This was already being shipped to me when that happened. So, yeah. Okay. 19 hours. Here. The good thing about this one, this acoustic panel, is that this one has a built-in adhesive backing, which is definitely a massive upgrade compared to what I was previously using, which I have to cut up pieces of cardboard. I have a 4-year-old phone. Interesting. Just so you know, I'm not gonna judge you if you have like a phone that's like really old. Like if if the phone has already reached to a point where it is unable to serve you properly, like the things that you need to do with it is not serving you anymore, then yes, that's the time when you buy a new phone. It is, please, as much as possible, and also of course keep within your income or within your means of living. Don't chase a new phone simply because your friend and has a new phone. All right. Or don't chase a new gadget simply because you just saw something new. If you think it fits your needs, then all right, that's okay. So in this case, technically speaking, I still have some acoustic foam panels that's like kicking around that I'm gonna transfer over on my room. But the interesting thing about this is that this one is aesthetically pleasing compared to the previous one that I have. Paris Gaming, hello, thank you for joining in. All right, quite a lot of people today. This is the reason why I have these two right here. This is like aesthetic pieces, but throughout the rest of my room, I'm gonna be reusing my old ones. Okay. This game ran on my iPhone 5S back in 2020 at 30 FPS. All right, that makes sense. I have an iPhone 17. The new iPhone 17 is not good. They just moved the camera 0.10 inches. Just get an Android. Or you know what? Better yet. All right. I'm not going to tell you guys that you should be getting an Android or an iPhone. All right. Because in my case, or at least in my mom's case, she kind of needs to have an iPhone because I realized in that video where Linus test-driven a few of his employees where lifelong Android users use iPhone for a month, and then lifelong iPhone users use Android for a month, stuff like that. And then they have like a certain budget. Like the iPhone users get any flagship's Android device that they want, whatever that's gonna be. Yeah, whatever that's gonna be. And then Android users get $1,400 and they buy anything in the Apple Store, but of course the bare minimum is an iPhone. I'm not going to be. There's definitely pros and cons to each one, and it's definitely gonna fit to it. There's definitely some people's lifestyle that they have to that fits more on either side of the either side of the garden wall. But here's a very smart thing to do. If you're an iPhone user and you're looking for a new phone, here's a hack. Don't buy the iPhone 16 or the 17. Buy the iPhone 15. The iPhone 15 is actually the first iPhone that has a USB. Where is it? I don't have it right now. You know what? The iPhone 15 is the first ever iPhone that that Apple decided to put a USB-C plug for charging and for input and whatever. So that's a good starting point. People who owns the iPhone 15 and then they switched to the iPhone 16 basically bad-mouthed the 16 really hard because of the stupid camera button. Yeah, no, it's not. I wouldn't exactly say 2 years. Realistically speaking, it's like usually they do like once every year. But people who owns the iPhone 16 kept bad mouthing the iPhone 16. But usually it's because of the camera button. Realistically speaking, if you're looking for if you're on an iPhone and you're still on an iPhone, worth it advice, get an iPhone 15. That is actually a smart move, realistically speaking. The really interesting thing about okay, it's not on this one. So you guys know that you guys are pretty sure that familiar already that iPhones always bundle themselves with a cable. These white cables. This is not an iPhone cable. This is a Xiaomi cable. When we bought the iPhone 15, well, it was on buy now pay later during the time. Yesterday we met PRNF Gamer. Yes, I think I've encountered you yesterday. Yes, that's correct. I guess hello. Thank you for joining in the channel. Primarily random races and multiplayer. That's all. So the iPhone, interesting enough, this white cable gets really, really dirty, right? So guess what? I think for those who are not familiar, the iPhone 15 has a USB-C cable. It's white and it's braided. That's right. It's braided. Like, example, like this one. Like this one has texture in it so that it's like slightly more durable, right? And it doesn't break off that easily. So, like this one, but it's white. So it's still gonna get dirty pretty easily. But then again, hey, it's braided, so that's already pretty good on its own. Hey, if the new phone has a feature that you need or you definitely want, that's completely okay. All right? If you don't need it, that's fine. I'm not gonna. One thing's for sure, as a lifelong number cruncher, I see things differently, and I'm the kind of guy who's like usually utilitarian. Like I see like I don't see the gimmick first. I see the purpose first and the value. Basically, the TLDR is like function over form first. But then again, with the exception, of course, in this case, the acoustic panels, it just so happened that the aesthetic and the ease of use happen to be in the same package, other than, you know, the aesthetic and the ease of use happen to be in the same package as the acoustic panel. So it's definitely worth it compared to what I previously had, which I'm still going to be using, but it's probably not going to be like within the peripheral vision of everyone here in the on the stream. All right. So anyway, I've been yapping for quite a lot. I think it's already been more than 1 hour 20 minutes. So let's get to the let's get back to the stretch break portion. For those who are new to my channel, so for those who are new to my channel, many of you may have noticed this timer on the top right corner of the stream. What would you do if I have 20k subs? I actually have no idea at the moment. So for those who are not familiar with my channel, if you guys are a new viewer, you guys may have noticed this timer. All right. If you're a new viewer and you hit subscribe, I'm gonna do 10 extra jumping jacks, and I need to do 50 right now. And if you're already a subscribed viewer, dropping a like on the video is gonna help a lot, and you guys are gonna make me do more running in place. All right, so we're gonna do that. So since my previous stream, I have received 4 subscribers, which means I'm gonna do 40 jumping jacks. Sorry about that. And for the likes, there are 5 likes, so I'm gonna do 30 running in place. Right. So for context, this is a 4.5 kilogram weight, and this is 10 pounds. All right. By the way, I'm wearing pants. Yeah, I'm wearing a really weird set of pants. 1, 2, 3. This is the one that has. This is the pants that have like 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets on each side. Oh my god. Oh well, anyway. So there's 5 likes right now, and 4 new subscribers. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40. Okay. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Right. So for those who have subscribed, yeah. Can you do a pull-up? Don't worry, I can only do half reps. Unfortunately, I cannot. I'm a little bit mega chonker. Well, for my size, I'm a little bit of a mega chonker, or I don't have the back strength to be able to do it. So you know what? Just for you, I'm gonna try to do 1. You're gonna reach. So you're gonna reach. I actually did this on my birthday. I can do pull-ups, but unfortunately, I wouldn't exactly say that I'm strong enough, because I can only do 60 pounds on my machine. All right. All right. So like at most I can do like 5 that I can reliably count on. But for now, I have no choice but to do lat pull downs. So this is literally half my weight, 60 pounds. I'm like approximately, it's even less. I think. What is this? What is 6 divided by? This is 40% of my weight. Holy crap! That's no. Biggest limiting factor when it comes to pull-ups or pull-downs, I guess, is I think my arm strength. It's like it hurts after a while. So this might be a little bit too much. This is a little too overkill for this solution. This is a very overkill solution. But I have these weird grips. These are like weird silicone grips that you put on your hand, like this, so that you can grab. So this way, you put it here. So this is so that you can grab a dumbbell and part of your hand won't have to hurt. Like usually that's like if you don't form calluses yet or you don't have calluses yet, this is gonna hurt, especially when the dumbbells have like grips like this. So yeah. No, why am I faking it? And how much? Okay, this, what did so I think I can do at most 20 pounds at most. So this is a slightly overkill solution, but then again, this one costs like this pair cost like literally $20. Okay, I'll do four more. All right, one, more. Maybe in the future, I'm gonna consider. I'm not 120 pounds, by the way. I am actually, give or take, around 150 pounds or around 66 kilograms. Okay, I usually hover anywhere between 64, 65, but my ideal weight is supposed to be 60. Excuse me. So at 60 pounds or 4 plates on my gym machine, I'm actually considered as like I can do that, but then again, if you're like mega chunker, you're not gonna be able to lift yourself. The for pull-ups, I think your back muscles is actually the focus. But then again, the major issue is that if your hands, holy crap, if your hands is unable to support your weight, that's also a big problem. I mean, realistically speaking, you can just put a towel or something like that. BMI is trash. Well, I understand if you don't. I understand if you don't trust BMI. But then again, how do you put this? No, technically speaking, I'm already in the fit range. Well, for BMI. But if you're also going to, yes, if you're talking about the fit range, yes, I'm already in the fit range, technically speaking. However, if you're also going to consider fat loss or fat control, then yes, I'm technically still overweight. I need to lose like 3 kilograms or something. I don't look fat, that's for sure. Let's just say that I am deceptively overweight. That's for sure, because I currently don't have abs yet. Yet. Okay, okay. So, all right, that's a lot of yapping about gym or something like that, but okay. All right, let's get back to business. To reach platinum 1 maybe, probably not. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to still try anyway. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Okay. Timer. Okay. Let's get down to business to defeat. Actually, here's the reason why I'm trying to lose weight. BMI doesn't count for fat. It's purely based on math. Yes. So that's why I use both at the same time. I do have a. Let me. So realistically speaking, if you use both BMI and fat control, then yes, that's actually more reliable. Realistically speaking. Wait, hold on. Not sure if you guys can see it, but this is my recent scale. I recently weighed myself on a scale. It says here that I'm 23.5 BMI with 18% body fat. However, if you scroll up here, the really concerning thing here, according to my doctor, is the fact that I do have some problematic fat in my body, in my bloodstream. So I'm generally okay. I'm technically in the fit range. For fat control, I need to lose 3 kilograms, but for weight control, I need to lose 4.6. Now, unfortunately, one major problem here is that this one is actually a little bit on the Asian side. It considers, if you're familiar with BMI, you need to be below 25 to be considered as fit on the BMI range. But for this app, they kind of take it a step further, and they consider 24 as fit for the BMI range. So that's definitely a pretty lower bar that you have to grind for, realistically speaking. Or rather, technically, it is a higher bar that you have to grind for to get in shape, get into proper shape. So yes, I don't look fat, but then again, I do have a fat ass. So that is a factor, unfortunately. I do have a fat booty compared to an Asian person, a typical Asian person. So there's that going for me. All right, let's continue. All right, Evo Toon Chiron, let's go. Oh God, why? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm one of the only people who actually colors their JSPN orange, simply so that it can look like a try-on. Because let's face it, let's be real. It might not be the same rank, but considering the fact that the JSPN acts a lot like the try-on, it's basically an electric try-on. It even has the same handling profile as a try-on, even if it is electric. Stop jumping! Oh my God! Okay. Imagine you know, here's something weird about the Chiron. So many people don't realize this. So people probably forgot how heavy is the Camaro. The Camaro is actually 15-20 kilograms. Yeah. The Camaro is technically 15-20 kilograms, right? some people probably don't realize. I've always said this before. Bugattis are pretty heavy. How heavy? Look at that. I'm gonna remove all the evil parts. Okay, I'm gonna remove all the evil parts. That's the Chiron without any modification. It's 2,000 kilograms. Bugattis naturally are just heavy. Like, have you seen in real life? Have you seen these cars for real? The reason why it's even able to reach like 400 kilometers per hour, like the Veyron being one of the landmark production cars able to reach 400 kilometers per hour. The reason why it's actually able to even reach that is because it is a mega chunker. Bugattis are known to be mega chunkers in real life. That's how heavy these cars are. Okay, anyway. Late E. Lightweight. You know what? Let's go with late E. Long shot shockwave. Drift nitro intake. Okay, fine. So from 2,000 pounds, sorry, from 2,000 kilograms, it's now 2,450 kilograms. Sorry, 2,480 kilograms. Holy crap. Insane. Wait. Go back. Is it? Wait a minute. Okay, long shot shockwave. Oh, it's the lightweight drivetrain. Okay, never mind. Alright, there you go. 25. 51, 55. Alright. You're 5'7", I'm 5'6". So I'm not that much shorter than you. Oh, San Diego. Okay, interesting. Sweet home Osaka. Wait, is this JPD? That's JPD. Wait, where'd he go? Second place, baby. The heck? Wait, I lost him? What the heck? Is that the actually emote? Yes. The nerd emoji. Ah! I got him! He was so close. Okay. I mean, as an asphalt nerd, that was kind of obligatory. Okay. I'm actually pretty high up, but then again, wait. I got the go home embodico, and I think This is basically the equivalent of doing Fortnite, of just Fortnite dancing over the grave of everyone else. Oh well, whatever. I'm still pretty far from Aspirant. I'm still pretty far from Elder League. How far am I from Elder? Dang it. Okay, whatever. Alright. Let's start off mild. Kind of. Reverse, what are you doing here? Probably driving in reverse, I guess. I guess? Maybe? I don't know. I think. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, of course. I've never reached Elder League in my life. Correct. Neither have I. Alright, 4,500. Alright, so let's start mild. Oh, you guys thought I was gonna use the Vanda? Ha! But it was me, the Lucky 7. Dang it, there's a Tryon. Oh wait, it's Osaka. Okay, never mind. That was some whiplash. Okay, who are my opponents? Oh, we got the SF-19. We got the SF-19 in the lobby. Dang. Nope, 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 nope. At least for me, I would say the SF-90 is the only real threat here. Maybe the Vandas, the two Vandas in the lobby. Wait, one of them dropped out. Holy fudge. Okay, interesting. Wait, I forgot. Let me... I need to get my gamer gear on. Hold on. Okay. Excuse me? How many Vandas are in the lobby? Oh, come on. Well, to be fair, I know what I was expecting, so... No, 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 no. Yeah, this is the reason why I actually consider Unbreakable MP as actually the most annoying. I would say it's even more annoying than Classic MP. The annoying racers, you can't get rid of them. Instead, what ends up happening is that you get pit maneuvered. Elder League is easy if you have the correct low rank cars that have significantly top speed. Oh, okay. So you mean like the Bugatti Mistral at stock? Yeah, I know. I've encountered a Bugatti Mistral when I was playing on a high. What is this? When I was playing using a high C-class rare car, which is the one on your, what is this? If you have a high ranked C-class rare car, like what is this? The GR1. There was a time that I've encountered the Mistral. I think some people keep saying that you need to use the 370Z Nismo. Not the 370Z Neon, the 370Z Nismo. Okay. How far do I need to go to get to Plat 2? 2650. Okay. Nemmy. Oh. Wait. Spam lobby. Dang it. Singapore spam lobby. Hard left. No, no, no. Nope, 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 nope. Is that the F8? I think that's the F8 who's right behind me. Got him. Yeah, the F8 was right behind me. Yes, plus 30. Wait, he was overclocked? What the heck? Okay. Stock Mistral, Zenvo TS1, Teorema, Veyron Citroen. Interesting. Okay. Alright, next car. At least I got out of the top 4,000 now. Actually didn't realize that the Rev Welto actually acts a lot like the 7S quite a lot. With the exception that the 7S, with the exception that the Rev Welto actually has a higher top speed a little bit. A higher top speed and slightly slower acceleration. But it has a similar profile it has a similar performance profile with the 07S. That was an alien win. I wouldn't say that. Oh well, anyway. Yeah, like I know that the F8 clearly is faster, but then again, you have to consider that the 07S, the Lucky 7 has like the strongest acceleration, and we're in Singapore, where top speed is not exactly important. Like I'm not saying that it's not important, but it's not the most important. Like there's a reason why. Well, in the first place, for those who are not aware, Vanda is actually a Singaporean brand. So it's kind of difficult for Vandas to lose in... It's kind of difficult for Vandas to lose in Singapore. But then the technical reason is that Singapore is just a very, very twisty track. Tight even. Hard left, hard left. Okay, not bad. Third place. All I have to do is keep up podium. And I'll reach Platinum 3. What's in Platinum 3? Oh wait, I am in Platinum 3. I need to get to Platinum 2. Dang it! There's no Emola. Dang it. Only the 2 Aston Martins are here. Okay, fine, whatever. Only the 2 Viking Aston Martins are here. There's the Valhalla and the Valkyrie. And then we have the Fordzilla. To be fair, I'm actually pretty excited for Crimson Equinox. Wait. Remax C1, Remax C1, SE18. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. And then I see a Vanda. This is going to be a tough challenge. Gunj Patel, thank you for joining in. I'm not gonna lie. For me, I think the Emira is just a budget. The Emira is just a budget Evaya. Ah, dang it. I got zoomed by the Tryon. Really? You know, they should make a oh wait. Tryon overtake. That was a sick overtake. Ever since the Jesco had the Fordzilla SE had the Fordzilla banner. So I think the Fordzilla SEs in the next season might have the Jesco banner. Might be. That would be pretty dope. Like, I don't know, equivalent exchange. So when I saw the Crimson Equinox patch notes, yeah, the Fordzilla SE is coming. So wait a minute, the Fordzilla S, they used the wrong banner for this one? Okay, whatever. Anyway. Ah, yes, the perfect the perfect track for the F8. Let's hope the Tryon doesn't overtake me. But that's too late. No SF90. Come on, come on. Geyser jump, yes. WB? Yeah, what is WB? Alright, top 3000. Welcome back. Okay. Every time I think of Warner, every time I think of WB, I think of Warner Brothers or something. All right, last fuel for the F8. You know during the oh boy, another spam lobby the second. You know what would be really awesome? If during the 20th spotlight, remember the 20th spotlight, the F8 is also featured. If only they could have featured a version of the F8, a different version of the F8 for Class S. They could have called it the F8 Destiny Edition. Get it? Fate and Destiny. Like, if people haven't noticed, F8 basically sounds like Fate. F8 ramp. Dang. Oh damn, it does sound like Fate. Yes. At least in English, that's what it sounds like. No, you can't unsee. You mean you can't unhear it? What do you think about the new Testarossa? Honestly, that's actually pretty. The new Testarossa is actually pretty dope. What I'm really triggered by is the new Lamborghini. So I think, strangely enough, I think Ferrari bringing back the Testarossa. Yeah, the Ferrari bringing back the Testarossa is probably in response to Lamborghini bringing back the Countach. So obviously there's the okay. For easy distinction and easy naming, this is a pretty long name. Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. Okay. But then I would rather call this the Countach Classic. Like, realistically speaking. The Countach, so the Ferrari Testarossa bring back a modern version and then a very high performance version that fits today's age is actually pretty good. And then that's definitely in response to, you know, Lamborghini having a 2022 Countach. So there's the Countach, for distinction, I call this the Lamborghini Countach Classic. Yeah, the Lamborghini Countach Classic and the Lamborghini Countach. But more specifically, this is the Countach 2022. and it does shape like it. The one that really triggers me is not the new Testarossa. What really triggers me is the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini Fenomeno. Oh my god. Most of the car looks awesome. But if you look at the taillights, yeah. The taillights. Why? Why does it look like that? Oh my god. It's like, yes, it is consistent. Like, the letter Y shape that you consistently see in many Lamborghinis. But why is it in that orientation? Like, why is the Y pointing downwards? That looks like a crying emoji. Oh my god. What the heck? Anyway. I even put out a tweet. Lamborghini. Who the heck designed this? The rear side of the car is like the side that most people are going to see. In video games, that's the side of the car that you're going to be looking at most of the time. On the road, that's the side of the car that most people are going to see for a very long time if it's driving. Of course, not when it's parked. Of course, when you see the front, of course it's parked. Or you just overtook the car. The rear side, therefore, is actually aesthetically the most important one because that's the side that you're going to be looking at the most. And it looks like that? Oh my god! Oh well, anyway. Whatever. Yes, it looks like... Yes, correct. Alright, let's do it. No! Osaka! You really gotta do me dirty, huh? Fine, whatever. On. Okay, I overtook one Vanda, but then again, that's not really an achievement. Okay. Oh, by the way, for reverse reality, Fenomeno is spelled as F. And quick note, by the way, the reason why it's actually spelled like that is because it's a name of a horse, I think. Which is really weird because... Isn't Lamborghini's logo a bull? Weird. Or maybe I could be wrong. It's probably a name of a bull. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. But it's a name of an animal. That's why it's spelled like that. Nope, 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 nope. Dang it, I got yoinked. I was doing so well, and then I got yoinked by two. I got yoinked by two Vandas. Really? That would have been an alien victory, but then again, no. Oh well. Realistically speaking, that way, like taking the right side for Path of the Wind. Oh, come on, Nanuator. For those who are not aware, I use this as my agility. I use Naniwator as my agility test track. And I happen to be using a card that isn't known for agility. Why? Just why? Nope. Oh, this is another reason why. This is another reason why Unbreakable multiplayer is pretty annoying compared to Classic. Really tight tracks become a war zone. So you know what? I'm sorry. I'm rage quitting this. Okay, Tuscany, that's definitely better. Wait, 3 SF90s? Oh god. And there's somebody with a Huayra. Well, at least I do have a drift-oriented car, so... Excuse me? That wall ride though. Okay, not bad. I'm pretty close to reaching 2650. So you know what? I'm bringing out the big guns. You saw this card in the thumbnail. Well, I guess it's time for the main event, I guess. Oh, Paris. Okay. Another Techrules. Oh, this. Alright. Corner Kings, I guess. Come on. Ah, Vanda block. Nope, 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 nope. I thought I was gonna block a Vanda. Oh well, whatever. When 5555 car. I like how the car is 4444. Yeah. So again, for those who are not familiar, you guys may not like it. And this car is definitely a rare car on its own. There's some people who actually got jealous when I actually whipped out some clips of this car. Like, they said, "Oh my god, you have the Techrules? I'm jealous." But I said, that's not a normal Techrules. This is the GP champion Techrules from the very first Grand Prix of the game. Yep. Most of my playtime with this game, well, I definitely made many memories with this game through this car. Well, most of them did not. Unfortunately, most of them did not involve this car in multiplayer because it was a little underranked. But of course, I started using it. I started using it when it was like 5 stars. Tryon in Chicago. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Stop spinning, oh my god! Hard ride. Come on! Alright, nice. From 45 to 49, of course, the Tryon ended up last place. The 2 Tryons. I wouldn't say it's too rare, since it's featured in 2 Grand Prix. And I guess, no, here's the thing. It was only featured in 1 Grand Prix, which was the first ever Grand Prix that it was featured, which was the first ever Grand Prix that ever showed up in the game. And it never showed up again. Well, technically it did feature in 2 Grand Prix, but that was an Elite Prix. So I happen to be one of the lucky few people who actually have it under 6 stars. Because outside of Unleashed events, you can't really have that. Yeah, you can only obtain it via Unleashed events, but then only if you have it at 6 stars. It was at some point an elite car, actually. But then again, of course, it got power crept up a little too fast. So, kick. But even then, I consider this car basically a Vanda Destroyer. Because in a lot of cases, it's basically... In a lot of cases, you can definitely say that it's a slightly better Vanda with slightly less acceleration. Sandbagging like crazy. No! You gotta be kidding me! Did the matchmaking just glitch? No! How did... No, no. That's it. I don't care. I don't care. You guys are going down even if I'm going down anyway, but oh well, whatever. You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna stand my ground. Oh, you're cooked. Yeah, I know. I'm extra cooked. Well, that depends on how cooked. Medium, rare, epic, legendary, mythical. Well done. Okay, whatever. Gonna or Tig. Yeah, that's definitely Momo, but backwards. And I only lost like 1 rank. Yeah, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting the matchmaking through a curveball or something. Surprise! Legend League players. Yeah. To be fair, at this high of a rank or at this high of a position, I won't be surprised if stuff like this would happen. To be honest, well, that happened pretty often back then. But then again, I won't. Okay, whatever. The ultimate flex that I have with this car back then was that this car is commonly featured in Earth Hour. This car is commonly featured in Earth Hour multiplayer. Alright. Playing with that car feels like A8 while drifting. Because you keep a lot of speed while drifting. Correct. Wait! No. Well, at least I did what I intended to do. Get to Platinum 2. Alright, you know what? I'll do like 1 more race, but this is just for funsies. Since I have not tried this card multiplayer yet, I might as well. I don't know what I'm expecting. All I know is that this car's an insane time attacker in some way. Okay. Monster acceleration. Come on. Oh, the floaty in this car is actually pretty good. I think I need a top speed trap for this car. I think. Dang it. Oh well, too bad. Oh, will we do private lobby? Alright. You know what? I will do private lobby, but that's gonna be the last So technically speaking, I'm supposed to be ending my stream like soon, but then again, since you asked nicely, all right then. All right, let's do it. Uh, where's my dashboard? All right. What is this? N9DF08. Yeah, gold one is actually pretty tough, to be honest. All right. So I definitely want to try out this car. I kind of want to see what this car can do. I OC'd it so I can get to Division 5 in Gauntlet. Alright. Alright, 20 seconds of initial ghost. Alright then, no problem. Stock Teorema? Really? Okay, wasn't expecting that. Stock Teorema. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. Teorema. Not sure. So we're gonna have like maybe 4 races. I want to test out the Fordzilla. No, he is not. Reverse reality is Crane GT, I think. The Teorema looks like a frigging fridge. So for context, I'm using Steadicam, right? Okay. I unfortunately don't have the Teorema. So basically, I have to treat this car like a. What is this? I basically have to treat this car like a time attacker. Oh, Audi driver 1234, you're back, I guess. Thanks. Thanks for joining in. Teorema lacks acceleration, else it is pretty agile. Okay. Okay. The zinger? Really? I wasn't expecting that, but okay. You know, something I noticed past Class B, it's actually pretty difficult to find American muscle cars. Many of the fast American cars past Class A are usually hypercars and not really American muscle. So seeing the Super Snake in Class A is definitely is definitely a big surprise. Sorry for the 50 times a KD dude multiplayer. Okay. Come on! Come on. Hard left, hard left, hard left. Oh, dang. Audi driver got DC'd. Oh my god, can you stop spinning? Okay. P1 versus P1. Is this even a question? Yeah. The Fordzilla, duh. It's definitely faster. Well, in more cases, the Fordzilla P1 is gonna win. Maybe in Twisty Tracks, it's probably not gonna win against the McLaren P1. Doy. Alright. Let's change it up a little bit. You guys probably have not encountered this track yet. Maybe. I think. So let's do it. Hey, wake up. You gotta be kidding me. Senvo. Okay. Oh, reverse reality has to go. Alright, no problem. Well, either way, take care. Hey, it's okay. As long as you're what is this? As long as you're lower than 4200 rank, that's okay. Oh, the portal run. I'm surprised nobody has referenced the cannonball run, but then again, that's technically Nevada. Excuse me. Doc Class S. I think I posted a video on Twitter recently. I wouldn't exactly say it's recently. I think it was like early this year, where in Need for Speed Unbound. Wait, 2015 Spano. Oh wait, no, this isn't Asphalt 8. Okay, never mind. Basically there was a drag racing update in Need for Speed Unbound. Yeah, there was a drag racing update in Need for Speed Unbound. And what ended up happening was that I tuned my Camaro to race with Class S cars. The caption goes. I swear, officer, it's stock. Basically, in that game, I had like 3 Camaros. One is for Class B, one is for Class A, and then one is for Class S. So because of that, people think that I'm using the same Camaro over and over again, but just for different classes. I swear, officer, it's stock. No, no. I hate that jump sometimes. Wait, did everybody just rage quit? What the heck? Holy crap, everyone just rage quitted on this track. Everyone just rage quitted. Yeah, this is, if you're not familiar with which locations go to where. What is this? If you're not familiar which locations go to where on this track, you're definitely going to get very, very lost. I understand why. Okay. Alright, any car under... I nearly forgot that this car exists. I swear. And I forgot that I even have this car. But, oh well. For context, here's something weird. Class S only have 4 epic cars. The Authentica was like the first car that was ever introduced after the launch of Asphalt 9. Well, specifically Asphalt Legends Unite. Where it's basically, it's the same rarity as all these 4 cars. I would say that this car being Class S kind of hurts its ability. This car could have been in Class A, and it would have been okay. The only reason why this car being in Class S kind of kneecaps it. My car started to go 7 billion kilometers, so I couldn't do anything, so I quit. Probably a bug. The Authentica looks like the Invincible. Yes, that's correct. Because usually a Lamborghini would typically release like 2 cars. So the Authentica, but then again, the Invincible and the Authentica are like really incredibly rare Lamborghinis, like the Centenario and the Reventon. The Centenario, the Reventon, the Sesto, the Veneno. These are like incredibly rare Lamborghinis. Like they're not like incredibly rare, like only one exists. It's like the Reventon, only 21 exists in the world. Kind of like that. If you're gonna ask me, this in real life, this should be the higher performance model than the Invincible. But then in this game, this car is trash compared to the Invincible. This is like the equivalent. This is like the equivalent of comparing the Aventador and the Huracan. The Aventador should be the higher performing model. The Huracan should be the lesser one. But no, in this game it's the other way. Yes. Oh, the Authentica and the Invincible are actually one-offs. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. In real life, at least. So because of this car being an S-Class and being only epic rarity, I would say that this car is incredibly trash for how it's placed in S-Class. Realistically speaking, I shouldn't... There's a reason why I don't call this car the Authentica. I call this the Replica. Anyway. Yeah, I call this car the Replica, because why not? We're at 200 rank, let's go. I forgot how I even got my hands on this car. Alright, let's go. I actually don't know who's Mazin. It's definitely not WRD. That's for sure. I mean, you're the one who's asking who's Mazin. Oh, okay. Oh, dang it. Strat. Of course. I don't know what I was expecting. Nope. I almost fell in the water. What the heck? Yes, that's correct. Until I got wrecked. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. That was a weird race. My monitor is dead and... Oh, dang. Wait. You guys should hit back first. You guys should hit back first. Like, cancel your ready first. I'm gonna change up the... I'm gonna change the track for now. I'm gonna go with a different track for now. Alright. What is another top speed track? You know, this is pretty wild seeing a track being 150 seconds when it's not really 150 seconds. Like, if you're gonna ask me. Alright. Anyway. All right, so for now, this will be my last race for the stream, and we're gonna have to do the. Okay. All right, Audi drivers with us this time. Okay. Okay. I was not expecting to land. Come on! Ah, floaty paradise. Okay. Alright. That was pretty wild. Oh well. Floaty paradise. Alright. I lost all my speed force. Alright, so, alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream very soon. Anyway, thank you for the races. Alright. I think the M600 is gonna be... No. Wait. The M600 is featured in the multiplayer packs. So possibly in this split, I'm gonna able to get this to max, which is pretty insane. Alright. Alright, okay. So, one extra running in place for the stretch break. So, I'm gonna do 10 jumping jacks and then 10 running in place. Alright. Okay. One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. For those who liked and subscribed, thank you for joining in. Alright. So as I was saying, yeah. What was I gonna say? For those who are currently watching, or for those who are watching this as a VOD, I guess you've already reached the end of the stream. Thank you guys for joining in. So I will be uploading more videos very soon. For those who are not aware, probably you guys are not aware, I have uploaded one video today, and I won't be surprised if you haven't seen it in your sub boxes because it was like sight unseen or kind of like that. But I uploaded Singapore performance benchmark, performance benchmarking Singapore or something like that. I didn't name it that way, but I'm gonna be uploading more clips very soon because there's definitely quite a lot of WTFs that happened in multiplayer in the past 2 weeks. So I'm definitely going to be posting that. And also I'm going to be posting a very interesting video. Yeah, it's a very interesting video next to Probably it's gonna be easier, definitely easier to edit before my garage maxing guide or garage level EXP farming guide. But yeah. Anyway, either way, whether you have subscribed or not, all I can say is thank you guys for joining in, and see you guys next week. So today's already the season. This week is already the season finale. Crimson Equinox is coming next week for the event Sevenfold Spotlight in Crimson Equinox. All right, anyway, thank you for joining in. See you guys next week.